Hello, I'm John, and welcome to another video in this series of converting Karloth Valois for Necromunda. Now in this video I've got a few parts that I'm going to work on. I've prepared the parts themselves, so the first thing I'm going to work on is his right arm. And what I'm looking at, if we have a look at the original artwork, I'm looking to replicate his left arm. So I'll be doing an arm holding some psychic flames or something like that. I've already, as I said, prepared the parts. So what I've got is another arm to match the left arm I did in the last video. So that's a Adeptus Mechanicus arm. I've got bits of Mephiston's gloves, his gloved hands. And then I've also got an Adeptus Custodes top knot from their helmet, which I'm going to use as the flames. So to start, let's just take his cloak off and have a look at lining up this. Let's get it in focus, there we go. Lining up the shoulder. So nice and easy, this one. Let's get some glue on it. I don't have to do any chopping or anything like that. So plenty of glue on that bit. I want this to hold it in place quite quickly. Let's just lift that up in place. And while this is in place, I'm actually going to put the cloak back on, the cape back on, just to make sure that I don't get the hand or anything like that in its way. Well, it's not staying in focus. Let's get that in focus. Okay, so what you'll see on the back, obviously there's bits of detail that would have had the power armor arm on there. I'm going to resculpt a lot of the cape and everything like that. Okay, so the next job, let's get this hand in place. I'm going to rotate this round slightly. Okay. So a bit of glue on the cuff of the glove. Just want to get this lined up correctly here. I mean, there are mold lines and things on this, which I will tidy up when I get round to kind of doing all of the final details on this model. So I'm going to wait for this to dry for a little bit before I go on to gluing the hand on. While I'm waiting for that side to dry, I have been trimming down his staff to go into this hand. So the first thing that I want to look to do is attach the head of the staff onto the hand here. So a little bit of glue. Put the lid on that. So I'm just going to hold this in place for now. So we're going to wait a little while for this to dry, and when it's dried we'll get on with the other bits. Okay, so I've allowed the glue to start drying. So what I'm looking to do with the right hand, I've got the Mephiston pointy finger that I'm going to attach to the glove cuff itself. So this is going to go into a lot of the sculpting when I start doing sculpting detail on this. Obviously there's little bits missing from this hand itself. Let's just put it in place and line it up. So there we have the hand in place. And what I'm looking to do is attach the Adeptus Custodi plume to the hand to look like flames. So looking at the hand like this, I'm actually thinking I might hold off from this flame for now. I'm going to think about it. I do quite like the way that hand is positioned. I quite like the way that hand's pointing. So, okay, I'm going to leave that plume off for now from the fire. I'm going to have a think about that, but I'm going to leave that as is. What I need to do, though, is complete the staff going down to the ground. So what I've got for that is some styrene strip that I'm going to cut to size to fit in place. I am going to be resculpting around here, so it's not going to be much of a problem if it doesn't quite go to the ground or it doesn't fit down here. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get a rough idea of the length that I need. So as it goes in here, you can see it's hitting the cape at the moment. So what I will do, rather than cutting this down anymore, I'm just going to shave a bit out of the cloak, which I can sculpt back in later on. There we go, perfect. Okay, so let's apply some glue to that new hole that I've made and the base of the handle of the staff there, and then put this in, position it on the side. So we're getting somewhere now with this conversion. I'm really liking the direction that it's going. So stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching the series so far. I'm John, the Warhammer Modeler. Stay safe.